Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas was discharged from the hospital today, a week after being admitted with an infection. His release comes as his wife, Ginny, finds herself in the news for text she wrote urging an overturn of the 2020 election. So what do we know about Mrs. Clarence Thomas? Top book festivals, and it's happening in our area. It's the annual Morristown Festival of Books in New Jersey. That's Oprah Winfrey, looking amazing, and she says no, her dramatic weight loss is not due to Ozempic. So what's her secret? We're learning more about the final moments of TV legend Norman Lear from his son-in-law, a popular TV doctor. He says the family gathered together and sang iconic theme songs from Lear's hit shows, and one in particular got the tears flowing. It's a story that broke hearts across the country. A bride fatally mowed down by an alleged drunk driver on her wedding day. But as Cogliano reports, instead of being bonded by grief, the groom and his mother-in-law are locked in a bitter feud. The bride's mother tells us she hopes they can work this out because it's what her daughter would have wanted. The driver, meantime, has pled not guilty. For the first time, we are hearing the 911 call placed from the scene of Ann Heche's fiery car crash. The caller could actually hear screaming coming from the burning vehicle, but he had no idea it was a famous actor. First Lady Jill Biden remains in isolation in South Carolina today after testing positive for COVID, unable to return home to Washington until she gets 2 negative test results. It's definitely not the vacation the first family had hoped for, as Amber Cogliano explains. The video that is shocking everyone who sees it, a carriage horse sprawled out on a hot New York City street. Les Trent tells us what happened to the horse named Ryder. We've just learned Ryder is now living in what's being called a vacation ranch where he is fully retired. Happening today, Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis will join 9/11 families and first responders at a rally in Staten Island. He will be missed. Today, New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer will respond to a recent federal court ruling overturning New Jersey's ban on AR-15 style semi-automatic rifles. The Democratic congressman will hold an event this morning in Hackensack alongside local parents. Moms demand action. The Bergen County Prosecutor's Office and state elected officials together, they will announce new action they say will help protect New Jersey families from gun violence. And that is happening later this morning at the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office in Hackensack. The case of a man accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at Casino Park is back in a Queens courtroom. Now, according to the United Nations, 10 million Ukrainians have fled their homes, and those remaining described living in a war zone as hell. Russian soldiers are going door to door, dragging civilians from their homes in scenes reminiscent of the horrors of Nazi Germany. Stephen Fabian reports. The suspect, Brian Koberger, has pled not guilty to the quadruple.
And now to our exclusive interview with the woman at the center of a cultural firestorm in this country over these last days, Rachel Dolezal, the NAACP chapter leader accused of lying about her race. Today, we asked her whether she has been deceptive and just why there are so many questions now surfacing about her past.
It's unknown if Justice Thomas knew about his wife's texts. Earlier this month, Ginny Thomas said she and her husband have separate careers and opinions, adding her husband doesn't discuss his work with her and she doesn't involve him in her work.
We have put an extended version of our interview with Rachel Dolezal on our website.